This video is about the Fiero that did not catch on fire. A little bit of the story is coming back from power tour. The fuel line going to the fuel rail on my LS3 decided to come loose. Spray fuel all over the engine. So we had the fuel, we had the oxygen, and thank goodness we didn't have any spark. So we managed to get off the road and we did a quick fix. So here's a quick walk around on the car. And also the fix that we had to put on it to make the last 100 miles of the trip. So a little bit more about the fittings and how this can be prevented. Here is the fitting that we're speaking of that attaches to the fuel rail with the quick disconnect. And I've already taken that off. But I'll show you a little bit more about what goes on inside of that. Here are the two pieces. This nylon pieces goes up in there, and to do it correctly you should assemble this on the piece of tubing first and then push your quick disconnect on. Now these will work probably just fine for everybody, but I just don't need to happen again or go through smelling gas in the back of my car. Here's that fitting broken down with your fitting, your quick disconnect nylon piece, and this is the tool you use to disconnect that. You slide that up inside there, it will release the tangs in there, and then you can pull this off. And some of them it takes quite a bit to push them off, but it will come off. A little twisting, turning. Now with those fittings, we take a look at the quick disconnects on the fuel filter. And if you start to have one of these leaking just a little bit or dripping, how are you going to get this tool inside there to release? So that worried me also, and I wanted to get rid of these connectors. So basically, the fuel filter hadn't been changed in 10 years, so we're going to change that also. Here's the new style fitting that we're going to use. It is a Russell 644123, and that's for the 3/8 line. You do have a return line on the refuel filter, and that is a 644113. Now this is more of a positive lock. This has got a U shape that drops in over the tubing that physically screws up inside of here. And located inside this fitting, there's actually two O-rings. So when you push it on, that's what does the sealing for you. You tighten that up, and they also say if you'd like to put a drop or two of some blue Loctite, you can do that. But this fitting is not going to pop off the end of your fuel rail. So I'm going to change them all out, and we'll get on that. And here's the new fittings installed on the fuel rail. Pressure tested and no leaks. And here are the fittings on the fuel filter, and they're installed. That's also pressure checked, and no leaks there. Very pleased with the Russell fittings. Well, everything's buttoned up and pressure tested. Just need to take it out for a nice drive. So really the point was I do not like the quick connect, disconnect type fittings. I think the Russell black ones with the screw-in piece in the back is a much better design. So if you have to do any work on your fuel system in the near future, please take this into consideration. So thank you very much for watching. You have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you again next time.